In this video, I'm going to give a preview of the July 2025 BTO launch. Let's talk about the Toa Payoh BTO project. Interestingly, although this project is technically in the Toa Payoh area, but the nearest MRT station is actually Caldecott. There will be 720 units offered here, ranging from 2-room flexi, 3-room, and 4-room flat. The facilities on site also include an eating house, shops, and a preschool, but no supermarket though. The unique selling point of this project is the fact that it is near several popular schools such as the Raffles Girls Secondary School and also CHIG primary and secondary schools. I was about to say that this project is another potential $1 million resale flat producer, but this project has a rival nearby that might jeopardize its resale value. I will explain it later in the video, so make sure you stay tuned until the end. Okay, now let's talk about the location. So this is the map that is given by HDB, and if we check the corresponding Google Maps, I believe the plot is this one, next to the Light Schoolhouse. As you can see, it is within walking distance to the Caldecott MRT station, so that's very convenient. So Caldecott MRT stations connects to the Circle Line as well as the Thompson East Coast Line, so the connectivity is good. And if you are working in the CBD area, it takes around 26 minutes from Caldecott MRT station to Raffles MRT station, so it is still a relatively short commute as it is under half an hour. In terms of amenities, Toa Payoh West Market and Food Center is several blocks away, but other than that, there's not really many amenities within walking distance. For more amenities, you can take a bus ride to the Toa Payoh area, which is this one. Okay, so this is the Toa Payoh MRT station. So around here, there will be a lot of shops and also eateries. Or alternatively, of course, you can take MRT to Bishan area or other areas for more amenities. For your reference, here's the list of hawker centers nearby. Feel free to pause the video if you want to. Note that there is a big giant land plot just across the site, which I suspect will be built either as a condo or another BTO. So if you pick a stack that is facing this direction, you might have an unblocked view for now, but I don't know until when. So here's the biggest downside of this project. You see this complex just across the street? This is the Toa Payoh Ridge BTO, which was launched back in 2020 before the whole standard and plus classification. Hence, Toa Payoh Ridge only comes with the 5-year MOP and standard classification, whereas this new BTO, because it's newer, will be subjected to the 10-year MOP and stricter rules. Granted, it will be a newer BTO, but if the difference is only like 4 to 5 years, I think there will be many buyers who might just be more inclined to buy a unit at Toa Payoh Ridge instead because it will give them more flexibility in terms of the MOP timeline, renting out, etc. If we see what happened in the past BTO launches, the Sterling Horizon BTO at Queenstown was also in a similar situation. It was a plus BTO, but then a couple of blocks away, there are two other young BTO, Queensway Canopy and Queens Arc, that only come with standard restrictions. And surely enough, when the application rate was announced, Sterling Horizon BTO application rate is somehow not as high as expected. It could be because there were many SBF offered at the same time, but it could also be because of Queensway Canopy and Queens Arc. We will never know for sure. I mean, if you want to see it from a positive side, this could mean that competition rate for this project won't be as high as the two Bukit Merah BTOs or the Clementi BTO. This neighboring Toa Payoh Ridge is only a problem if you want to resell the unit here. So if you just want to buy for own stay, then the potential resale value should not matter much. So what about school options? Well, this project is very unique because it is surrounded not by one but by several popular schools. You see over here, we have the Raffles Girls Secondary School, which is according to the Sunny City Kids website, ranked number 2 based on the past PSLE score range. And on the other side, you have the CHIG primary school and also secondary school, which are also considered as top-notch schools. I heard from several property agents that some parents really do move houses to increase the chances of their kids to get admitted to top schools. So even though school proximity might not be relevant to you, it might be a plus point for the potential buyer when you try to sell the flat down the line. Another advantage of this project is that it's relatively close to McRitchie Reservoir, As you can see, it's just right over here, so you can just take a bus ride or maybe even ride a bicycle there. It's good so that you can have an active lifestyle. It's close enough where you can just go every now and then, but it's not too close so that you don't have to worry about monkeys climbing up on your window. Okay, let's recap. What do I like about this project? This might sound strange, but I think the fact that this project is next to the Toa Payoh Ridge BTO is a double-edged sword. On one hand, I do believe it will impact the resale value. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. But on the other hand, that might actually help to lower down the competition rate for this project because it might push away some buyers who are more speculative as they won't be able to maximize their profit if they buy this BTO. And that's a good news for those who sincerely want to buy a flat primarily for your own stay. Obviously, I love the fact that it is within walking distance to the MRT station. Commute time is also under half an hour for those working in the CBD area. Being close to popular schools is also a major advantage of this project. That is assuming those schools won't move away altogether. Not only will it be useful for young families, but it will also help to ensure a healthy pool of buyers when you want to sell the flat in the future. I also like the fact that it's relatively close to Macrovector reservoir, so you can enjoy an active lifestyle and breathe some fresh air. On the other hand, I think the biggest threat to this project is the fact that it is across the street from another young BTO that only has standard restrictions. Like it or not, it will have an impact on the potential resale value. If your aim is to maximize profit, you might want to consider either of the two Bukit Merah projects instead. Another downside is, although this project is close to the Caldecott MRT station, but in terms of amenities that are within walking distance, the area is still kinda underdeveloped. You have to travel by bus or MRT to get groceries, go to the clinic or shops. Another watch out is that there is a giant empty land plot across the site, which I think will be another high-rise residential building in the future. That means it will block the view of stacks facing this direction, and also you might get disturbed by construction noises for several years. The strict restrictions such as the 10-year MOP, subsidy clawback, etc. that comes with this flat is also challenging, but then it's just a reality that you have to accept with newer BTO in good locations. Overall, despite of the challenges, I think this project is still worth applying, especially if you are focusing on buying for own stay and not worry too much about maximizing the resale value down the line. The competition rate for this project might slightly be muted given the fact that there is a standard young BTO next door. So, if you are serious about buying for your own stay, this project is a good solid option. If you would like to know more about the upcoming BTO launch, check out my channel as I have more videos about this. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!